Yeah. So what makes Robert Rundo particularly dangerous is that he has inspired a movement of thousands of young men around the country to get more physically violent. And let's be very clear about what we're talking about here. Now, our country, and certainly under Joe Biden, we don't like to use the term terrorism to describe anything that a white person ever does. But the definition of terrorism is the use of violence or the threat of force to coerce or intimidate a population or a government into doing something to abide by your political will. Right? That is what terrorism is. So Robert Rundo has inspired a terrorist organization. The point of active clubs is to teach young men how to do a massive amount of physical damage to another person in the shortest amount of time possible. That is the point of mixed martial arts. Right? They are not doing it as a friendly competition. They are doing it in hopes of the opportunity to cause harm to other people that way on the streets of the United States. So these frontier fights, these competitions that they do with Patriot Front, they aren't just exhibitions. They are physically training, as we do in the military, to be able to not just physically, but mentally and emotionally cause physical harm to another human being. In the military, post World War II, after D-Day, the military learned that human beings have an inherent aversion to targeting another human being. Prior to World War II, we used to shoot at circular targets, like shaped like a bullseye. Right? After D-Day, after they figured out that something like 15 or 17% of those who actually hit the beach ever fired their weapons, they realized that there was a massive aversion that was preventing trained soldiers from pulling the trigger and taking the life of another because they had never pointed their weapon at a human being before. It is far, far, far easier for a white supremacist to go and to punch someone in the face, to hit someone with a baseball bat, if they've spent a few months punching their friend in the face for practice. It's not just about the physical training, it's the psychological ability, the emotional ability to put aside your humanity and to dehumanize the target and to cause physical violence. That is the whole entire point of these active clubs. If you can beat someone in the face, if you can stab a person like Robert Rundo went to jail for, you are much more likely and capable to be able to pull a trigger or to be able to, hit a clicker and blow up a bomb.